Brad and I are at Aqua Medical Spa. We are going to have a full afternoon of dermatology treatments. So things like cryotherapy, M-Sculpt, Botox, lip injections, maybe. I still haven't decided. I have some questions. Everyone is always like curious about these treatments, but they're not, willing to like commit to them because they're a little bit scared. So I'll go first, and then and then maybe it'll give you guys some courage to go.
Hi, I'm Aubrie.
So nice to meet you as well.
Hey,
so
Brad.
good having. Nice to meet you. All right, try this one.
It'll be fun.
Yes, I'm excited. Brad's like, I don't know if I'm gonna do.
Let's see what
I was like,
I'm
what?
doing
You don't
today.
want Botox? And he goes, no. Like he's like, I like being wrinkly. I like looking
I like my old
older.
man face.
So.
Yeah.
I'm like, we can definitely do something though, like
Yeah.
a facial, we
Yeah.
got dermal infusion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm mostly just like curious about everything. I have like lots of questions
Yeah.
and so for Botox and injections, what I want to know is like I'm trying to conceive, so is it something that you shouldn't do, or is it okay to do while you're I'm not pregnant, and I know they won't let you do it at all if you are pregnant, but
It shouldn't affect anything.
okay.
If that's the question
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
you're asking. It shouldn't affect you trying to conceive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I never had really severe acne, but
Mhm.
I do have scarring. Like I am kind of like a picker if I do get
Yeah,
something.
we all
So I do have like scarring, and I'm like, can I get rid of that?
So we have a few things. Dermal infusion helps a lot. It's like a microderm, so it exfoliates and it pulls all those toxins and stuff to the surface. And then it also penetrates serums down in your skin, it helps stimulate collagen. We also do microneedling, which is great for collagen stimulation.
it kind of like helps you like produce new,
Mhm. It
almost
helps
like new skin.
Uh-huh.
faster.
Exactly. It helps acne scarring. It helps fine lines, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, just so many different things. But
Okay.
the biggest thing that it does is treat acne scarring.
Okay. Will it make you break out or anything? No.
No.
Okay.
No?
Well, that's nice to know.
It's great.
I feel like with a lot of facial treatments, you can tend to like break out afterwards.
because it's kind of putting your skin in shock,
Mhm.
The most it does is it dries your skin out a little bit, and you feel kind of tight and just like a sunburn.
Okay.
But we suggest you get it done every month for about 3 to 4 treatments,
Okay.
depending on your skin. Depends on like how deep your acne scarring is and stuff like that.
Even after, like, if I do that today, what will the results be? Like, my skin will look better, or does it really take like 3 to 4 treatments?
Yes, it takes at least 3
Okay.
3 to 4 treatments.
I mean, the Botox and injections, like, that's just so foreign to me.
Yeah, it's different,
You hear horror stories, especially with injectables.
I'm not really that interested in Botox. I mean, I like my face moving the way it moves. Like, I like my face.
Yeah.
If I was going to do Botox, it would be like my friend Josh said, like, oh, get it in your armpits so you don't sweat. But, like, I don't really sweat that much anyway. So it's like, I just feel like it'd be a waste for me to do Botox. Obviously, my lips are beautiful, so I don't need those.
They wouldn't be able to do it because of your beard, though.
But anyway, so, like, that stuff doesn't necessarily interest me as much. So,
Yeah.
but I'll do whatever. Like, I don't really care.
I have told people on Instagram, I don't think anybody ever needs Botox or needs injections. Like, it's not a need ever. But because I'm being gifted this,
Right.
like, it's just fun to do. Yeah, and you kind of show people whether you like it or not, So.
And the changes that makes. Because a lot of people aren't like, hey, guys, look at me. And
Right.
then now this is me with Botox. And so a lot of people don't know what to expect. The movies make fun of it. Like the person that got Botox in there, just like this the whole time, right? So you just don't know what to expect. So, I mean, I am interested to see Aubrie get it.
Oh, okay, thanks.
So.
The goal today is not to leave with my face broken and like huge lips, okay? What do you think I should do? Should I?
I would do the dermal infusion.
Yeah.
Because you're getting like a couple different things for one.
Okay.
You're getting the exfoliation, you're getting microderm, you're getting serums penetrating your skin, which is awesome.
Okay.
So you're getting a facial and microderm.
Yeah.
in one.
Okay. Well, I'm
Okay.
down. Sounds good. I have a little bit of makeup on. I don't know if that if you want me to.
I'm gonna wash your face fully,
Okay.
so as long as you're okay with it coming off all the way,
Mm-hmm.
you're okay with removing it?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Absolutely, do whatever.
Awesome. Have you ever had a dermal infusion or like a hydrofacial or anything like that
No,
before?
I've never been pampered like this.
Yay, that's so fun. So
I don't know what
dermal.
that
I don't know. I did not need to look it. That was nothing
Wow.
towards you.
Whoa.
I was just looking somewhere, so.
So dermal infusion is like a 3-in-1 treatment. We do exfoliation with a diamond tip microdermabrasion, and then we are administering serums. So I'm gonna use skin brightening and ultra hydrating,
Mhm.
and at the same time, it's gonna be vacuuming any like impurities or oil and gunk out of your pores, and we get to see it when we're done. If you get me the jar off of my signature.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen
You
some of this
probably
floating
have,
around.
yes.
Yeah.
So I have different strengths of grit that we're going to be using to exfoliate your face. If any of them feel too rough, just let me know. I have control over them and I can make them less and more comfortable. Okay.
Oh, she likes it raw.
Y'all. Don't even listen to my husband. He's full of it. He's
No
full
more
of this
cookies
all
for
the
you.
time. This is all he does is make jokes like that.
They're all the same.
I'm telling you.
I couldn't miss my opportunity. That was just like too good. It was just too good.
Get out of here.
Feels kind of good, right?
Yeah.
A little kind of cold feeling, nice scratch along the surface. Alrighty, how you feeling?
I feel like my face is just like really clean, you know? It's like,
That's how you should
yeah,
feel. It is
yeah.
really clean.
Like when you're doing it, it just felt like it was just like really dry, but not like a bad way, but just like, you don't realize like how much like oil like you can feel on your face because it's just like constantly there. So when it was gone, I was like, oh, it just feels like light and you know.
Like airy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you go like this, you can like feel cold.
Yeah.
That's how I feel too. Let's see if we have anything fun in your jar. Most likely the same. Both of you have very clean skin, but definitely some skin, more so on your end. If you look
Yeah.
at this top, that's what this all is,
Yeah.
skin.
Mhm.
Underneath we can see too. There's like one little blackhead in there. You can see him.
Yeah.
The major side effects of Botox and or filler: bruising, redness, swelling. Very, very small risk of infection. Obviously, you'll see me wiping you off with alcohol before you do any injections to decrease that risk. But those are the major side effects.
Okay, so common questions are how long does it last?
Okay. So Botox typically lasts 3 to 6 months, and we do very tiny, minute little doses to make those muscles that cause all those horrible lines in people's faces, to basically weaken them. So that's how Botox works. You can actually sculpt the brow with it. So basically, in women, kind of like the ideal brow is kind of
Like an
arched.
upward arch, yeah.
We're able to lift the brow by weakening the muscles that lower the brow. So here in the middle portion of the brow, you can lift this by getting these muscles that bring your brow down, and then here on the lateral brow, when you kind of go like that, the lateral brow comes down too. So if you inject those muscles with Botox, everything will lift back up.
See, I'm scared of that because that's the classic, like, I look, surprised all the time, but I'm guessing it's very subtle.
It is very subtle.
Yeah.
So Botox is great for lines that are put on your face when your face moves. So then fillers for the lines in your face when you're not moving. So kind of your natural deeper areas like your nasolabial folds, your marionette lines, those sorts of areas. At your age, you're still very young. So
Yeah.
usually in at this point, most people aren't really needing fillers so much. for that. But one place in the kind of younger age group we are doing filler is the lips. So a lot of people want just just a little bit poutier, kind of lips, just a little bit of volume, and usually that's all it takes is just a little bit to go from like where you are now to just a little bit enhanced.
Yeah.
From a preventative standpoint, I do think the forehead is a great place to get just a tiny bit. I mean, we're talking like 6 units, which typically
that was my question too. Is like, how much units do people get? Because like I know that the price for Botox is per unit. So like, what does the normal person get? Like, what does someone that gets a lot get? Like, where on the spectrum do units fall? So
your typical person coming in for their first treatment, who says, hey, I want, I want my frown lines better, I want my forehead better, I want my crow's feet better, which is like your typical 35 to 40-ish year old person coming in asking for that. They get 20 units in their glabella, 8 units in their forehead, 8 units in each crow's. Typically for a male, you're going to have to use probably 1.5 to 2 times more to get the same effect. If someone's coming in the first time, I'd probably let me just do a little bit. I'd probably say maybe 6 units up here. I do think it's super important that you have a net no negative impact on your brow. So if you do put a little bit here to prevent the forehead lines, it is going to give you a tiny brow. It's going to bring your brow down just a smidge. So you have to do to counteract that is put at least the same amount of Botox in the muscles that depress your brow.
Interesting. Okay, so if you do the forehead, then you are.
You have to put have to put just a little bit down there too.
Yeah, I don't think I want the brow lift. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah. I also asked earlier, Brittany about this, but is it going to affect anything like trying to conceive? Like, I'm not pregnant, nothing like that, but I didn't know if the toxins.
Nothing's been reported, about that. We don't do Botox in people who are pregnant or who are if you think you might be pregnant, we would say no. But if as long as you aren't pregnant or breastfeeding, you're good for Botox.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of what I read as well, but I didn't.
And most all of that is theoretical risk. It's not like there's ever been any reports of someone having a negative outcome.
My friend does a lip filler and she does Juvederm because it's just kind of like a smoothing one versus. I don't know if you've seen people with they get kind of the pocketed areas. Obviously, I don't want that, but I don't know.
So my favorite filler for first-time lip patients is a product called Juvederm Volbella. Juvederm has about 5 different forms of Juvederm, but the Volbella is the softest. It lasts the shortest amount of time, and it comes in a 0.5 cc syringe. So, and those 3 things are important because softest, obviously, if you've never had anything in your lips, when you have something there, it's just weird if you've never had that feeling before. And for most people, it takes a day or 2 for them to get used to that feeling. It goes away the quickest. So if you don't like that,
it'll go away.
It goes away relatively fast. And then the last one is it comes in a 0.5 cc syringe. So obviously a 0.5 cc syringe is more cost effective, and it's just the right amount for someone to see if that's something they might be interested in. It's not going to give you, it's going to be the sort of thing that the people that know you really well,
they would
will be like, oh yeah, you did something, but someone who doesn't know you wouldn't be like, what did you do? Yeah. Or she's got lips done, so it's kind of like the test drive before you say, yes, I like this. This is what I want to start doing from this point forward.
Good. I think I want to try that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll do Botox, forehead, and
the little brow. Yeah. And then the lips for the Volbella. I think you'll be super happy. Of all of the places that you could get filler, the lips are the most sensitive.
Okay.
And before numbing, literally people would say, I love how it looked, but I'm never going to get it done again.
Because it hurts.
There's
so many nerve endings.
But with the numbing, we get none of that. Botox takes about 7 days to work, so maybe by day 4 you'll see the improvement. But basically right now it's just in there, and then for that neuromuscular blockade to occur, it takes 4 to 7 days. What you should do every morning is raise your brow up and look in the mirror, and around like Wednesday of next week, you'll just notice you can't raise it quite as high. And of course, that's what puts those little lines in there. So about every probably 4 months or so, this is what you do to kind of keep that up.
Okay. Yeah, it did make this weird like crunching noise, but it didn't really hurt at all.
First, inject the border here, plump that up just a little bit. It does swell pretty much as soon as we inject, so you're gonna have a little bit of swelling for the next 24 to 48 hours. And then I'm just kind of making sure I've got it placed right where I want it to be.
You look scared. Stop. You guys, this feels so weird to have you all like looking at me, and I'm like,
you have like blood on your teeth. Like,
help me out here. Oh wow, okay, yeah. And I'm glad that it's something that like if you don't like it, it goes away.
Yeah.
So
Very
yeah, unlike me, stuck forever. Your lips right now?
do they look bigger?
Yeah,
like,
they look bigger.
In a great way.
in a good way. Because they feel, I mean, they're like swollen.
Yeah.
But by Monday, the swelling will be gone completely. However, and do sleep with your head up on a couple pillows tonight, though, because if you sleep face down like that, your lips may swell even more. So, yeah.
I haven't seen them yet, so I guess.
Well, there's a mirror right there.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah.
So they.
Oh my
they
gosh.
feel.
Crazy.
They always feel like that's the good
Weird,
thing about
yeah.
filler is it's instant. So you get
Yeah.
these instant results.
But they look
Yeah.
like
They
they're
look
beautiful.
really good.
Thank you.
They look really
I
good.
just, it's a little bit weird.
As someone that looks at you all the time, it's just like, whoa, those are bigger, you know? But,
It's gonna be
We
like
gotta,
a
like-
pillow. You're gonna love it.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
There's some other things, too.
Stop it. Stop. My husband, everyone. It has been about 2 weeks since Brad and I did our full derm day, and I wanted to recap on how I feel about my Botox now and my lip injections and if I'd ever do it again. So overall, loved the facial. I would absolutely go back, and they treated us so nicely at the spa just in general, and I'm really looking forward to just going back again. As far as Botox goes, it took about 6 or 7 days to really feel the full effects, but it was just this general toughness in my forehead, and it is definitely hard to like scowl or frown with my eyebrows. And when I lift my eyebrows up, there's definitely less lines in the middle, but I still have lines everywhere else. I feel like I could probably go in for a touch-up, which is really common after your first session of Botox, so I might do that. And in the future, would I do Botox? Probably not anytime soon. I don't feel like I need it. I would definitely maybe do it at someday when I'm really looking at getting a lot of lines and wrinkles. And then lip injections, I actually really loved my lip injections, and obviously it still lasted even 2 weeks later, and it'll last I think 3 to 4 months. That's what they said, but I don't know if I would do it again just because I don't even remember what my lips were like before. So once these die down, maybe I'll think about going back. I would never do any more than I did. The ones or the amount that I did just really gave it a nice lift, and it's firm around the edges, and just they look a little bit plumper and just fuller, so it's just a nice little touch. I don't know if you have ever done a full like facial or Botox or lip injection, maybe comment below and share your experience. Just curious to hear about it, and if you have any questions, let us know in the comment section, but definitely like this video, share it with someone that might be thinking about going to get Botox or lip injections, and subscribe if you haven't. You're worth it.